What's up, world? Welcome back to another episode of the MITM podcast, where we delve into the matters that shape our lives. I'm your host, Ty Aarons, and today we're diving into a topic that plays a significant role in our overall well-being: setting financial goals for short-term and long-term planning. With that being said, run my intro.
Caught up in them bright lights, lusting for shiny things that's golden. Everything ain't always what it seems, let it soak in. Chasing my dreams, coming apart at my seams. Best believe that the money is the motive.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of the MITM podcast. And today we're talking about setting clear financial goals to help us create a roadmap for our financial well-being. Y'all know how much I love my roadmaps. As the whole idea behind MITM, we turn mountains into molehills by making our roadmaps. And so by defining our objectives and establishing a plan, we can make informed decisions, build financial security, and work towards our desired future. So let's explore some tangible tips to help you set financial goals for short-term and long-term planning. Tip number 1, define your financial priorities. Start by defining your financial priorities, okay? What are the most important aspects of your financial life? Is it saving for a down payment, paying off debt, starting a retirement fund, building an emergency fund? Clarify your priorities to establish a clear focus for your financial goals. Tip number 2, set specific and measurable goals. When we set specific and measurable financial goals, it really helps us solidify our future. Rather than a vague desire to save money, define a specific target, such as saving a certain amount per month or paying off a specific debt by a certain day. Make sure your goals are specific and measurable. This will allow you to actually track your progress and stay motivated. All right. When we track it, we see it, we're able to keep on going. You're like, I'm so close to the goal. I only need like another $300, $400, another $1,000 out of 50,000 that you put together. You know, you're so close. Just go a little further. Tip number 3, differentiate between short-term and long-term goals, right? Differentiate between your short-term and long-term goals. This could look like short-term, saying, hey, I want to save for a vacation. I want to pay off a small credit card debt, or I want to create an emergency fund. Long-term goals might involve retirement planning, saving for a child's education, or purchasing a home, as impossible as it may feel like in our day and age. This is a long-term goal we got to plan for. Now, when we have a mix of both short-term and long-terms, this provides a balanced approach to financial planning. You won't be running and scrambling, say, oh, now I want to go on vacation that short run in that month or whatever. I got to run around and figure out how I'm going to get the money together to go on vacation. Or you're not going to say, whoa, I'm 65. Time just flew by and I want to retire. How can I? I can't afford to retire. So help make sure that no matter what situation you end up in, you're prepared for when it comes. Step number 4, break down your goals into actionable steps. All right. And when we do this, we actually want to write down these actionable steps. Identify the specific actions you need to take to achieve each goal. For example, if your goal is to save for a down payment on a house, you might break it down into steps like reducing unnecessary expenses, increasing your income, or automating your savings contributions. Ooh, I call it a forced savings plan, and I love it. It's something that I automatically do. 10 to 20% of my income goes aside. I never see it, and it's growing. I have my money working for me. That's something that I'm going to talk about a lot. Y'all hear me talk about it. You shouldn't just save for the sake of saving. You should save for the sake of your money working harder than you do. Tap into that compounding, baby. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. Tip number 5, create a budget and track expenses. Y'all kind of see a theme going on this week. When we create our budget and we start tracking our expenses, this helps you allocate your income effectively and understand where your money is going. By tracking your expenses, you can identify areas where you can save and make adjustments to align with your financial goals, both the short term and the long term. And tip number 6, review and adjust regularly. This is kind of our mantra right now for this week. Review your financial goals and make adjustments as needed. Life circumstances and priorities change, so it's essential to reassess your goals periodically. This allows you to stay on track, make necessary modifications, and celebrate milestones along the way. We got to celebrate those little wins because, we got to just keep going, just keep swimming, just move forward a little more. It makes life so much more wonderful. It makes it so much easier to actually hit and reach those goals. But that brings us to the end of today's episode of the MITM podcast. Remember, setting financial goals for short-term and long-term planning empowers you to make intentional decisions and work toward your desired financial future. Define your priorities, set specific, measurable goals, differentiate between short-term and long-term goals, break them down into actionable steps, create a budget, and regularly review and adjust. That being said, join me next time as we continue to explore the matters that shape our lives. Until then, stay financially focused, stay committed, and strive for your financial goals. With that being said, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
Give them that creme de la creme whenever I spit that hot shit. Ain't no lose or draw when it's the only option. Till I'm balling like Stockton, I'm locked in. Researching the best stock tips, fuck gossip unless it makes a profit.